Yes, people, morning again, and this is Mr. B, and today we want to take a look at an issue that is bubbling. Now, if you never believe that it's politics time in Jamaica, election time, or let me put it another way, election just the round the corner, look away. Some events that developed over the last couple of days serve as a clear indicator. Now, make a step back. Somewhere around January of 2023, news broke that some $4.7 billion were missing from the company called SSL, Stocks and Securities Limited in Jamaica. And of course, in the course of some investigation, this Miss Lady here was deemed to be the primary culprit. Now, at the top of the pile, in terms of the people who lose money, was one Usain St. Leo Bolt. Without question, a domestic national hero in Jamaica. Usain Bolt and his exploits, unless you live under a rock, you don't know who Bolt is. Bolt reportedly had some 12 point just under 13 million US dollars, include principal and interest, invested in this entity. And news broke around the same period, 2023, that the money gone a bush. And of course, quick o'clock, the man them start to point finger on this Miss Lady here to say she's the primary culprit who is responsible. Now, Jamaica people is being asked to believe that this little barefoot lady, she alone could have mastermind the disappearance of some 4.7 billion Jamaican dollars, right? That enough money that right? Whole heap of millions of Jamaican dollars, right? And so the system hold on panshi. Well, of course, after a while, people are raising now kind of more about the money, and most definitely Usain Bolt. I mean, when you $12 billion, I can't lose 12,000 US dollar. Tizzy. So you imagine a man I lose 13 million US dollar. And him have all right to raise backside about the money, like the rest of the depositors. The problem being though, that under the law, Stocks and Securities Limited is not a deposit-taking institution, and as a consequence, people who put money or place money for investments with that institution, you're basically there on your own. If you had put that money in a commercial bank, the deposit protection insurance scheme would have given some protection in terms of your money, and so granted, you now get back all of your money, because the deposit protection scheme only give back most about 10% or whatever deposit. It guarantee that you'll get back that at least that portion of your money. The balance, you are gonna have to be subject to some legal wranglings and legal proceedings, and that's the law, right? Now, Jamaica people, of course, Bolt is a quote unquote not yet crowned national hero, but in the minds of the majority of Jamaicans and people around the world, Bolt is a national hero. And so to the average man out the road, Bolt is a youth, a little country youth, in making money off a track and field. He brought a tremendous amount of pride to basically every single Jamaican out there. This youth gave us tremendous joy between 2007 and 2017. Bolt kept Jamaica's flag flying high. Next to Bob Marley, the most visible face of Jamaica. And so Bolt basically been, trying to use the system to get back his money, and not now go on. And so eventually, after a while, when you know all of the haranguing and the carrying on, Bolt start to make up some lies quietly. He has posted a couple of videos where he basically talk about the impact of the loss on him, not necessarily in terms of the money important, but also the impact that it has in terms of the national credibility, which is a solid argument. The trouble is that under the law, there is no obligation on the part of the government to become involved. But we are heading into a political period. And so, the average Jamaican out there, is carrying the perception that other people get protected. For example, the argument was raised that the Prime Minister had some investment with stocks and securities, and he moved the money. Now, whether he moved the money 5 years before or 5 days before the place collapsed is inconsequential, particularly in the minds of Jamaicans in a country that is of sharp political divide. And so the smell of the thing now looks so good. And with Bolt starting to raise rumblings, as him say, in a couple of videos that he had placed out there, he said, boy, I'm not really try to bring down the country. Want spread no bad blood or give the impression that the country is not a safe place to invest in money, etc. And that him is a man who always out there to promote the best interests of Jamaica. And so politically, this not look good for the government. And so while things are now moving apace, where there is an effort to liquidate the assets that remain of SSL, under which basis the liquidators would then reimburse the investors portions of the money. Because them now get back all of the money. The money they gone a bush. Right? And so the options would have been that you either sue the owners of the company. The trouble is, you can't figure out who owned the damn company. And so, with the things moving apace to reimburse people a percentage of the money that they would have lost, the question arises, how will we deal with both? Now, I believe that the government hit a master stroke when Thursday gone, the man them announced Bolt as global tourism ambassador, right? This was done, as I said, last week Thursday at the Jamaica Tourist Board's 70th anniversary party at Devon House in Kingston. And Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett announced that the sprint legend would be the nation's new global tourism ambassador, right? According to the minister, Bolt's influence extends far beyond the track, and we are excited to channel that power towards building our nation's future. Again, master stroke, because here and now, maybe the government can give back Bolt money, because you can't, you're paying back $2 billion. Essentially 13 million US work out to about 2 billion Jamaican dollars. And so here is what we can do. Because Bolt was a nationalist. So we have to find a way to provide some compensation. And more importantly, keep him quiet. So if him they're on our side, right? Him a bat for we. Him always a bat for Jamaica. And if him a bat for Jamaica, him a bat for the ruling administration. Now, this is I call it an appeasement, if you will, as well as a channel through which you can provide him with some restitution, because a contract. Bolt now going to do this for free. And so clearly the government, through the Ministry of Tourism, has basically seen a nice window that you can sell this idea to. I mean, I will lie to you, it's a master stroke, because at least if them win again, and this may go a long way to help them to secure a win at the polls that is due before the end of this year. And so right away, election thing. Now, I see a man from my Facebook say, why the man them bamboozled Bolt and, they played it. Well, guess what? If that is how people want to read it, go and read it like that. But certainly what it does provide Bolt with is an opportunity to get some money back through the system, through whatever contractual arrangements could have been worked out between himself and the Jamaica Tourist Board. Now, the man them so smart, that the man them basically push Bolt in front of the microphone so him can basically, put his own take. In other words, provide his blessings on the government's decision, right? Bolt, a 38-year-old right now, will take a lead role in marketing campaigns and show off Jamaica's natural beauty, cultural heritage in order to try to boost visitor numbers to the island. Now, you tell me what on the thing. Me personally believe that this is a master stroke because A, it keeps Bolt quiet. B, it certainly will allow the government to pay him some money on the basis of him having a contract for this kind of ambassadorship. And he may not get back all that money, which I hardly think that is ever going to happen. But at least it is a way to give some sort of a satisfaction, not only to Bolt and his family, but to the public at large who feel that Bolt was undone. Again, when I take nothing off of him, Usain Bolt, or the government, because they are politics. And if you, as we say at the beginning of the stream, says a politics thing or go on when stuff like this raise its head. But let me hear what only think or we're meeting, is it politics? Is it a way that the government is trying to silence Usain? Is it, in fact, do you believe that this woman by herself could achieve 4 billion, right? That's 4 million Jamaican dollar, right? Tell me one thing, $4 billion. She want thief all of that money. And do you believe that this is, in fact, a master stroke on the part of this tourism guinea gog to sort of squeeze off Bolt and turn off him voice a little bit, or turn it in the direction? Bolt is a man who are going to go out there and bat for the country. There's no question about that. I love him for that. But tell me one thing. If you like the video, just hit the like button. Feel free to share. Also share your comments. Give me your feedback in the comment section. If you have not yet done so, I'm going to ask you to just hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. And while you are there, I'm going to ask you as well, check out my new book called Unbroken, Sheila, the Girl from the Lane, Part 2. This is Part 1. And this just released. You can pick up a copy on the Yard Media website. Yeah, that's www.yardmedia.com. And, hit me up. Let's get you a signed copy. But until we hear from you again, more time. Big respect.